drive full in fear. Voices muffled, nobody they care. The truth undying, a lie them spread. We dream them fly like bird we fled. Out it was truth, them make come fall. Them suspend justice, ignore we call. Corruption, the president's hall. The people them suffer, them take it all. We are no go quiet, we go rise again. Through the storm of struggle, we go face the pain. Home again, home again. When I go see me home, when I go see me native land, I will never forget me home. Home again, home again. When I go see me home, when I go see me native land, I will never forget me home. Property don't hold the poor them tight. Then the thief the money, left we for fight. We talk don't die, the silence we voice. Police them use for push them choice. CID them knock on decent door. Arrest and threaten, I saw them walk. But justice don't come even if it far. We voice get power pass all them scars. We are never quiet, we go rise again. Through the storm of struggle, we go face the pain. Home again, home again. When I go see me home, when I go see me native land, I will never forget me home. Home again, home again. When I go see me home, when I go see me native land, I will never forget me home. We stand for justice, we fight the wrong against injustice. All is our heart go beat as one. We no go stop till the battle done. Bad government no go hold we down. The people in voice go wear the crown. Sierra Leone, here we cry. We go broke the chain, set justice fly. For all the soul them with them oppressed, we fight for them, we no go rest. Home again, home again. Sunday we go see we home. Someday we go mend we native land, and we go never forget me home. Home again, home again. When I go see me home, when I go see me native land, I go never forget me home. Home again, home again. Sunday we go see we home. Someday we go mend we native land, and we go never forget me home. Home again, home again. When I go see me home, when I go see me native land, I go never forget me home. Them drive full in fear. Voices muffled, nobody they care. The truth undying, a lie them spread. We dream them fly like bird we fled. Out it was truth, them make come fall. Them suspend justice, ignore we call. Corruption, the president's hall. The people them suffer, them take it all. We are no go quiet, we go rise again. Through the storm of struggle, we go face the pain. Home again, home again. When I go see me home, when I go see me native land, I will never forget me home. Home again, home again. When I go see me home, when I go see me native land, I will never forget me home. Property don't hold the poor them tight. Then the thief the money, left we for fight. We talk don't die, the silence we voice. Police them use for push them choice. CID them knock on decent door. Arrest and threaten, I saw them walk. But justice don't come even if it far. We voice get power pass all them scars. We are never quiet, we go rise again. Through the storm of struggle, we go face the pain. Home again, home again. When I go see me home, when I go see me native land, I will never forget me home. Home again, home again. When I go see me home, when I go see me native land, I will never forget me home. We stand for justice, we the fight the wrong against injustice. All is our heart go beat as one. We no go stop till the battle done. Bad government no go hold we down. The people in voice go wear the crown.
Alright, good morning, and welcome to a program called KOL RES on YouTube and on Facebook. And of course, I'm very sorry for the late. We late this morning. But please, if you just join me, don't forget to like and share the program and make sure say you subscribe. That is, if you not subscribe yet inside the program. So we not waste any time. We go straight and begin look at waiting day on the front page of the different newspaper then, and then we see how best we can for bring we guests inside for let we come and discuss the different issues them inside the program this morning. So please, one more time, share the program for we. We go and look at the first one we get inside the program this morning. We now the Spectator newspaper say for failing to comply with taxation and a shut down electricity house, and under his leadership, major road construction effectively going on in the country. U.S. Homeland Security partner with Sierra Leone police to enhance capacity building. And the next one, now the Dual newspaper, where we get inside the program this morning, we say, in spite of huge debt owed by MDAs, ETSA grave and narrows understanding. And you as well get Sierra Leone commemorate World Malaria Day and engaging manufacturers of alcohol and non-alcohol beverages. SLRSA Executive Director discusses way to address drink driving. The next one of the Calabash newspaper, we say call intensify for President's bill to restore rice supply to security personnel. Ambassador Wang Yang honored at both schools 119th anniversary, strengthening China-Sierra Leone ties. And you as well get as it launches Jubilee Jumbo promotion. Officer gives subscribers a chance to win a fully furnished 3-bedroom flat. And Charitram Hospital contracts camp record over 190 surgeries, bringing vision and hope. The next one we get now the Salon Compass newspaper. Good for nothing IMFA and SLIA under fire as potholes take over, and Miss Salon board gone rogue, alleged corrupt selection, context fixing. NASIT to launch 2 major projects soon. And the next one are the C4D media newspaper. SLRSA in limbo over NRA unpaid taxes exceeding 343 million new loans, and Freetown to host inaugural National Labour Conference. $7,000 theft case involving Sierra Leonean football star on the way. And we go to the next one. We know the Elephants newspaper. NASIT gear up for launch of 2 major projects, and U.S. Homeland Security investigation partners with Sierra Leone police to enhance capacity building. NIA shuts down blackout, building over tax non-payment, and Labour Minister hail NASIT, ACC and sorry, I take that again. Labour Minister hails NASIT, ACC any case for the 32 SLRSA staff members. And we go to the next one inside the program this morning. We're in Advantage newspaper. NIA closes ETSA office, massive tax default for timely release of lower level election timetable. Dr. Bangura applaud APC executive Bartilo for SLPP chairman. The next one of the former newspaper, we see NASIT and media unite to extend social security to Sierra Leone informal workforce, and Sierra Leone to host first ever National Labour Conference on shaping the future of work. And James Baggy Bio, a catalyst for change at SLRFA. The next one we get at the Freedom Post newspaper, we say Dutch drug lord under strict surveillance, and you as well get FCC introduces new bylaw for waste collection. The next one at the Mange newspaper, we say foreign under planning ministers attend ECOWAS Golden Jubilee launch, and the Ministry of Agriculture gets big boost in local food production. The next one at the New Age newspaper, NACSA in procurement irregularities over community driving development projects, and PC Masankama, I'll take that again, PC Masakama Madibi. The second expresses appreciation to Baraka Foundation, and over 2,000 deaths in 2024 are malaria related. AZ newspaper, Professor Charles C. Jallo nominated to represent Sierra Leone at ICJ, and amid regional economic resilience, World Bank report highlights Sierra Leone's growth potential. NACOM promote women empowerment. Well, we go straight to we guest inside the program this morning. For let me see how best we can start the conversation and get them going quick one. This type of program we in our KOL RES right on we are on YouTube and on Facebook, and the guess what we get inside the program this morning? Now, Winston Ojukuto Macaulay Jr., we do it right now inside the program. Good morning, sir, and welcome to the program.
Good morning, Singapore, and thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for joining me inside the program, sir. Let me go straight, and very sorry that we don't take this long, like the second time, so I apologize. This time my fault. I get accidents along the nature. Sorry about that.
All right.
Okay, so we go straight and begin, look at, the issues that we come up on the front page of the newspaper then. And the first one we are going to talk about now the issue of the World Bank thing, because I just see on the AZ newspaper say then just not highlight Sierra Leone in potential growth, but at the same time, the old money we then give, then say extended credit facility, where na 38 months. Well, the government say they not suspend them, but World Bank say, hey, we they hold on first on a can look and see them and discuss. What do you take on this?
Yesterday, I attended via Zoom one of the World Bank program dealing with the 5 or 6 candidate for the African Development Bank presidency.
Okay.
And 1 or 2 of their other sessions there. It's on record that I'm not one of the greatest fan of the World Bank, IMF, and all these other agencies, because history don't tell we see they don't ever do anything good to any of the countries in Africa or even in Asia. And as Mr. Touré is showing Burkina Faso, we don't need some of them people here where they can do things in our country where at the end of the day they destroy rather than create and make. So for me, I'm neither here nor there with the World Bank or IMF or whatever institutions you call them. I strongly and passionately believe this from the time when many years ago interviewed former governor of the central bank, late now, Dr. Jim Fona, when he put him down at the table before me in a Bank of Salundi and give me a breakdown. So I left in office those many years ago with the full impression that no matter what kind of money, World Bank, IMF, European Union, you name it, MCC, no matter which kind of money they give African countries, they know they give them money they need for make African countries progress or develop or advance. So I am not a great fan. So for me, it doesn't make much difference. It just continue for till we say we have sufficient natural resources. We have sufficient human power, human resources, and that if we do things the right way, we don't need World Bank, IMF, MCC or whatever. But because we continue to have the wrong people, the government, not just Sierra Leone, but right across the board in Nigeria, you know. I mean, South Korea, I mean, Japan, Vietnam. These were all countries when at one point received aid from America or World Bank. Singapore. Now, these countries are all giving African countries aid. I mean, is there something we're missing? No, we're not missing anything. What we're missing is we as people, we continue for there being the wrong people them for govern the country. And we as a people, we continue for refuse to learn from history. And we as people, we continue for depend on others for make we get things right now we country them. So I couldn't give a hoot what World Bank do or what IMF do, frankly, because at the end of the day, it's piecemeal and it would not have addressed the serious issues the way that needs to be addressed. So we need to go back to the classroom. We need to go back to the blackboard and try for re-engineer our thinking, the way we do things, the way we manage the resources, the way we send people and go university. I mean, go to the University of Sierra Leone today, Frabe College and whatnot. You have more people there trying to be lawyers than engineers. You have more people there trying to be lawyers than medical doctors. I read somewhere one the other day, somebody where they teach engineering, electrical engineering at Frabe College, they mentioned talks half of the classroom, the lecture hall was damaged, the electrical things were not good, etc., etc., etc. And these were students all learning electrical engineering. Not one of them had any idea or came up with the idea, say, let me fix this, we call it classroom, or waiting for two. So these are some of the issues we need to address before we begin worry about what World Bank, IMF, and MCC. And now the MCC, of course, don't, because thanks to Donald Trump, is no longer coming. So I wonder how this woman open the dance, what he could do now. Yes, so for me, I mean, World Bank, IMF. I sent a question to them yesterday during the session. My question, I'll be take somewhere around the end of my desk. I say, already come for can be president of ADB now, the IMF, World Bank. Which new thing they bring coming where go can depend again for look at World Bank and IMF as a guiding light for change the situation in Africa. The same rhetoric now and bring come back. So for me, I'm not too worried or bothered about the World Bank and IMF. They just create jobs for themselves and then go to African countries or come talk to Sierra Leone, go to Sierra Leone, take big buildings, pay massive money in dollars, employ few people and pay them good money. And that is the only benefit. And then
but even with these, we government them, they run after them people every day for letting give them couple. In as much as World Bank they say, okay, with the all we money first, on a calo can discuss, then they still the nav like small picking for one go meet them back for see how they cable for Sidom. And all of the things that we find out say they happen now, it's the increase in taxation on the people and the increase in the prices them commodity in the market. Now as a result of the conditionalities there, so then they give to them. So why is it that we government they no say, then they add more suffering to the people, then they kill the economy, but yet still they run after them?
Because, like I said earlier on, we not get leaders them where they think the right way. And we as a country, there was a time, now you have more lawyers. I mean, more people to go college now, university will go do law. There was a time just after, towards the end of Pakaba in regime and Jules and Kuruma in time, we had a lot of students going to Fabi College for do study how for work now their organizations here. I forgot what them call themselves now. And then you can get peace with this woman, the former minister of tourism, qualify peacemaking or peacekeeping or whatever, including that David Francis who become where he have been professor of peacemaking, where instead of he can make peace na salo, he create more havoc in the country. So it is not just the leader. We always look for the talk about leadership. It is not just the leadership per se. It is us as a country. We have no what's the word? We have no boldness to take decisions. We have no clarity of purpose. We did go school. We learn theory. We know they come out with any ideas for being very practical with what we're doing. So imagine EDSA they collect money from people for light, and then EDSA not they pay tax. And these are all this is an institution that has been headed by some of the most brilliant, educated men in Sierra Leone. You know, and then suddenly people are surprised that the NRA go seal the building because they don't pay tax. You know, and then I remember there was a piece I did in the WIO newspaper some few years back where I asked similar thing. How many of we, when they do business in Sierra Leone, in the pay tax or the pay tax, the year away? There was a program, I don't know if it's still there with NRA, where one of late Akibubet of blessed memory in Bobo, Alfred in the work now NRA. There was a program I did with them for public outreach and with them in the try for introduce VAT into Sierra Leone. And when we go up the provinces, you see the vast amount of people where they operate, where they do business, but when they pay tax, you know, and we get all this moral thing up with the vex now where NRA go close EDSA, the building because they don't pay tax. The parliament up Tower Hill, they don't pay electricity bill. There was a time when the EDSA go back for go close the U building because they say not to pay, like the Ministry of Works not to pay electricity bills. Now you and me with the Europe. I have my file here, somewhere here, for all my taxation and whatnot. Even if for the year with the two I do and the small teaching and all that I do, I get for put and down. I get for yes. And then they remind you back again, say you time the car. You know to go now the office, go find somebody, say, well, look that file for me, no, make I see how we go arrange it. No. So the question is, it is not just the political leadership. We as a country, we therefore begin for continuously begin for ask ourselves questions about ourselves, not just leadership, you know. And until we address those issues honestly, sincerely, we will continue to forget World Bank, IMF, MCC, and we'll continue to forget the kind of leadership we'll get. Now, what's going to be the outcome between EDSA and NRA?
That's a very big question, because yesterday when we did do an analysis, we actually see, okay, EDSA, they take money from people, not to foresee at the pocket of EDSA this money they come out for pay tax. Now, money where they already cut from people, and we're supposed for go to NIA directly. But from what we see, it's like they go in a private pocket, and then what ACC do end up for do at the end of the day, because this is not case, not only for NIA, but for them for watch as well. Outside the scope of the go. You don't think so?
Well, who they run SEC. The man they run SEC now, the man will go Kenema, go organize a fraud election for the Bar Association, block the road with police. You know, that is why some people away who all go grammar school, not understand my position when I take. You know, with regards to grammar school, taking this man for go team up as he was a good student in that grammar school. Hell no. The man is part of a sadistic, wretched, nasty group of people where they continue for ruin the country. What is there to learn from him? This is the man that went on television, on social media, 2017. You know that video where he preached about governance and the responsibility of government, what government for do, and the price of rice. What is the price of rice in Sierra Leone today? So, and why talk about SEC? They're all part of the problem. In fact, I mean, just as somebody was saying the other day about Donald Trump in America, but then another issue for another day. This particular government, where they run Sierra Leone now, they're even worse than the 8 or 9 months when Johnny Paul was in Sierra Leone, because I was there. And throughout that period, one of the thing is, I'm not gonna say great thing. One of the thing is that Edward Collins, REF, made sure that Freetown get light almost every day under Johnny Paul AFRC. Yes. Of course, they get their own brutality and whatnot, illegality of government removing Pakaba from power and all that. But the kind of suffering where people go through now, the mental burden, the fear, you know, Sierra Leone has never experienced this before. So why would you even see somebody waiting at this government now and say he's an example one should be proud of? No.
So look at this thing again. John Pamentona, John, yes, NIA don't lock EDSA for sake and tax, but it not will be secret for say NIA as well go get for old EDSA, because every government institution they owe EDSA for light business as well. So who's that we see them now lock will get for the same?
As EDSA don't come out say NIA owe them money.
They're not come yet, we're not making any statement yet, but it's just obvious because we see them from the government budgets them every day.
Well, yes, but like I said, nothing is going to come out of it. The Minister of Energy, who happens to be this wretched man who calls himself president, and there with another man who is also in charge, where he is another disappointment to the people of Sierra Leone, KKY. Then of course you have the NRA people. I don't even know who is heading the NRA. So then go sit down then talk na the Bond State House, or perhaps na the lodge, and then NRA will go open the office back, and it come back business as usual. And this is not the first time, you see. So it is rather unfortunate that we even have to discuss it. That is why, if you remember, I tell you sometime back, say, yeah, there's nothing to talk about Sierra Leone, you know.
Exactly, because similarly, not to just EDSA your name na they up, but SLISA na NIA as well locked them yesterday because of several debt. Then get 15 billion leons, where na 15 million new leons, where themselves get for pay, and then self na business then they do, and then they cut the tax on people them payments them where they supposed for pay over to the NIA, but all the same, bio pastor
because apart from the one they already had their organizations here. And this has been going on not just under this regime. This has been going on for years now, right? And this is one of the reasons why Sierra Leone don't like people like the late Dr. John Kaifa Smart. You see, these are some of the reasons why Even my humble self here, when I been contested for the mayorship, people like myself are not considered worthy. You understand? Because you cannot come and talk to me under the table. People like Dr. John Kaifa Smart, go talk to under the table. You understand? So the issue here is not just the leadership. The issue here is we as a country. We have been, I know I said trained, we don't grow up with a majority of us don't, especially the educated ones, we don't grow up with this idea of always complaining about the political leadership, but yet we all lack that moral and ethical way of doing things, the integrity of doing things. So if you call somebody, made somebody now then go able to say, "Now the minister, this and that." No, it's not just the minister. Thousands of people, they get light now free tongue where they know they pay for. You remember some time back, we get people away at this same EDS when you go around, they find people who will be take light from various sources there. Me self, when I talk to you, I was a victim of that in my office in Lamina and Sanko Street. We pay for everything. We come there, install meter. We had receipt that we go pay na EDSA na Portland Street there. Yes. Only for one day, I don't remember exactly what happened. There was a problem at the building. They make a fuss about it. EDSA man and come, Poka realize say we had electricity will be complete here. It didn't connivance with some people level. All that money we go pay, we go subside. So that's our country. So until we are ready as a country for look we self now we are and say no, we have to change. We are doomed. We are doomed. You see, you there Europe, me self there Europe. People away there, the one the way saying that they get then country here, then get all the problems they wouldn't be with safe. But when it comes and taking stance for their basic needs, their basic rights, they don't play with it. They make me and you go grab in the morning, turn that light go down. I go na treat that is public transport. It go late, it go broke down, but it is there. They go make sure so they make rush for do and back. You understand me? We go na police station. Policeman no go tell you say no get paper for right, take your statement. You understand me? You not go happy with the police, but the police is there and the police will serve you. You will go hospital, you go call the GP. Maybe it will take you 1 or 2 days for see your GP, but you will eventually see your GP and they will treat you. Yes. So those are the basic necessities of life where we as people will not even fight for.
Right, at the program where you watch now, KOL RES on we are on YouTube and on Facebook, so we can discuss issues the very front.
Jagaban now I say to somewhere.
Okay.
People, we know. Now people are getting all excited. This man go by. Machine for put go Blama. That's it. No place na Blama. Watch Miguel lights. Let me not be seen, but the other village na Blama. If you go do water hole somewhere, if that this area ain't gets the water no more, then that's fine. That's like a band. Now the best man. Where the man with down is, you know, be important. But you and me no see. There is no way you go then at this street get what like that street get like we don't make noise about it. It's not possible. It's not possible. The politician alone self go fret self, let alone the local authority. So how do we go about doing this? We get for begin for ask ourselves, one, the people who will give power to, and then two, who will give them power. We as individuals, are we ready for the bitter medicine? For say, this is how it's to be done? No. Those are the questions we need to address.
Right. Okay. So big things and they as we talk, let me just touch on this thing quickly as we talk about the politics. We get for talk about another thing where they carry country to a very, very bad light. Right now, we now the issue of the drug lord inside we country. And let me go quickly inside this paper. We now the Freedom Post newspaper, and this narrating it come up with this morning. It say the Dutch drug lord, under strict surveillance. So this come as a result, according to it in the right, the Dutch authority then be actually right for letting will send back this person go to them, but it look like say the government of Salon they drag them foot them. So then now they try to do everything in their own power for make sure say they see how they were able to capture this man, without the interference of the government. What thing you take on this? You think say this possible because it look like say government of Salon they protect this man serious one.
The Dutch government is part of the European Union. The European Union no say this government will empower no win elections. And yet still they continue for they make all kinds of statements and they fool some people them the waiting self say well not to the government and the support of the people of Salon and the support. Meanwhile, this man continue for their power. You have the European Union office of which the Dutch government is part of. So for me, again, this is where I never hoot about this man with the free talk. Because if the right people are in power, this man not gonna free talk. You understand? But the Dutch government and the European Union, because not just the Dutch, but he is wanted also in Brussels as well. Yes, they no say this man will win the elections. They have said it, not a secret. Then they were there. So why should I give a hoot about this man in drugs? The drugs money, the money where they make from drugs, it is spent on a salon, and somehow people in the back in salon they benefit from that, and the European Union is aware of that. So if the European Union will do the right thing, the morally right thing for make them say, okay, Mr. XYZ, I don't care for everyone calling him, say, win this election, let us do what is right. You understand me? Let we back the people away. We not for say for because no government no right to go impose, say, come out of power. But there are things they could have done, like they did in 2018 when they go around the chromatic full we are supporting organizations, including this guy where they can do like research and statistics alone, say this and that, until they force the hand of the APC for hand over Gimada bill. So that's my own 2 cents. Again, if the European Union had done the right thing, this must and say XYZ no win election, the European, because the Dutch government is a very powerful government within the European Union. If they may take a stance for say this man not win election, we should try and support XYZ so that this should not stay in power. Nah problem. So whether they're under surveillance or whether they're under surveillance, so and you see, don't forget after the elections, 2023 election, there were talks about sanctions against the present regime. What happened to all the sanctions? There were talks about sanctions, European Union, the British government, there were sanctions. There were talks about sanctions. That why made the man not go there now? That's alone, of course, because at the end of the day, I mean, which proof we get self says, or even some Dutch politicians are not even benefiting from this man. Because don't fool yourself. Some of these guys, even they have influence in some of these countries they come from because of money. You know. So for me, my concern is the suffering of the average Joe public in Sierra Leone, because this man and all the other around them, they know they suffer. They get light, they get mutuka, they have food they're eating. So for me, if the Dutch government want to take the entire Dutch Air Force go salon to go capture them, that's their business. But it doesn't change the fact that Sierra Leone is in a complete mess.
Okay.
You know?
So let me touch on the very last issue inside the program. We get to do with the issue of the opposition, the timetable for the lower level election and that of the 2026 conference. What do you take on this?
The APC. You see, if things stay as it is now, the APC will not come to power in 2028. If things continue as it is now. And
what do you mean if it continue? What exactly they happen? What do you mean as it continue as it did?
In fact, the other day I didn't say that was a coup in Sierra Leone. I can even show you where I sent the message to somebody. There is not a day. I'm not a religious person. I'm a spiritual person. I'm not a religious person. But there is not a day, the cosmic mind say make something seriously happen at Sierra Leone, then them pull and prepare from power. Then they'll deal with the rest later on. So if that not happen between now and 2028, you understand? APC not the kind of power. Because you see, the one way they go around now, the masquerade as flag bearer, they've learned nothing from 2028, from 2018. I don't know if you recall IB Kagbo in statements where he talk about, I have it here, where he talk about the amount of people that will come out for flag bearer, where he say that then the problem starts. Voila, it's here. This is one thing I always like to refer people to. He say the present destructive element within the party cannot provide any room for political success. The APC in its present form is divided in such a manner as it continues to make the party itself ungovernable. The problems of the party, if further confess, started far back in 2017. When an unexpected for the leadership of the party most destructively, quote unquote. I can continue, but it's long. You understand? That is what happened in 2023. That is what is happening now in 2028. You see, sometimes I like to take myself as an example. I am not perfect. I'm a wretched sinner. I have my own fault. But 2012, when the likes of James will just write, a dear brother and friend. When I'm in the right, I do on the media. I get a column now, I will call Letter from Freetown. That was very critical and analytical about APC government. Because that now Sabi, from where I became journalism in 1980. I'm not a look face. My loyalty is to my country, not party. You understand? They assume that I am not APC per se. So they can meet me in a ferry, Kimbola restaurant near the SLPP office. They say they want to make me be mayoral candidate for the SLPP 2012 elections. Cut a long story short, I was foolish enough to have got into politics. Regrettably. But I know sometimes I don't know say regrettably because I learned a lot. Then first 2012 elections, we begin work that led me to the editorship of We Own newspaper, and then of course the Sewa Grants project, among many other things. Then during that process up to 2017, and as Koroma, when they talk, they give the impression for say, oh, Ojikuchu na we mayoral candidate 2018. You understand? This sort of story, even the day will go by also yeah. Now McKinney, middle the compound. He take me hand, he take Jebes Rogers right in hand. Middle the compound. In the presence of the entire APC hierarchy. He said, I will make your candidate this. You understand? Fast forward. When the time came for the actual process, there was a debate, the ever first debate for the 2018 elections. That Cape Lighthouse. It was me, Madina Rahman, Yvonne Akisoya, Ulini Robin Coker, with 3 other people. I don't remember them again. Including this guy who been in the building fence there around the cemetery. I forget his name now, from Eastern. We had the first debate at Cape Lighthouse. After the first debate, I get a drink. I sit down at the bar with Madina Rahman with a drink, where they talk about the elections, the politics, and this and that. Now he said to me, TTT, take them talk. Now I said, me no they ever take them talk, Madina. I said, me I had to talk from my conscience. I had to talk. And me God get for deal with that. I don't to talk for please anybody. Because I was being very critical about where things were going. So inside that talk, then I say, boy, say in fact, HE say now woman they want for the mayorship this time around. I said, I have the papers here with me. I spent over 75 million 2012. Check that figures they will come with what's the rate 2012. I have bank statements. I spent from my bank account 75 million. And not mixed by then half money they were in the deal. You understand me? What my bank statement said. 75 million 2012. Right. Now, after that debate, the way I don't hear that word say, in fact, 18 woman you want for the mayorship 2018. 3 days later, now Patso in office. Me, Patso, Bode, Nane Thomas, Oluwabin Koka, with 3 other people with the talk. Now Patso say in a Bode. So suddenly there was a clash between Patso and Anes. You understand me? But I have the greatest respect for Patso because now man when he look in your face, he tell you as it is. He not depend hypocrisy or whatnot. God bless him. So now he say, make me go find seat for be parliamentarian. I said, the only someone me for go for be parliamentarian, I wish I grow up, wish I born, wish I men, which is Wilkins, Road, Coal Farm, Moritong, Aberdeen. They tell me the government call her West 3. I know what's in the color now. And that time this young man, Timbo, will now want to be president. Don't come out. I tell Patso, I said, no. I said, Timbo, they call me Uncle Winston. I said, the man don't come out already. He say he get interest. I said, so me not get no interest for go begin challenge Timbo. And they say, how many talk say, well, back about Timbo just. I said, no, I don't get no interest. No, they ever come out. Say I want to be parliamentarian, where somebody already don't come out. he don't make effort, he don't begin work. In as much as I could have given him a good run for his money because I didn't born. And APC office me they patch up me house now West 3 now Wilkinson Road. But the principle is that somebody don't come out already.
Right.
It don't begin worker the worker. So I have no interest. Fast track, 3 days later, we met now several grounds. The same group. Uluni the talk, this the talk, blah, blah, blah. I tell her, I say, me, I'm not getting interested anymore. I said, me not to go for the mayorship anymore. This was for 2018. I said, I'm not getting no interest anymore. I said, no, a waste of time. You see, now this, all the one that will come out 2017 for 2018, 2022 for 2023, they not get the balls, they not get the integrity, they not get the tenacity, they not get another head. For Sidom say, this is a waste of time. Imagine all Omrigoli, this, that, all the come out. What they are doing is destroying the party, and in the process, making way for the present government if things continue as it is. You see, we're not able, we, as not just in politics, in majority of things what we do in life, we, Sierra Leoneans, and I say this deliberately because I mingle with Nigerians, Ghanaians, we don't have you now as Sengapia, I don't know you that well, but from the little I know you, you have a very independent mind, don't really take people up. Majority of our people don't get mind for Sidom, say, is this right? No. He got for Tonto Sale, he got for Tonto John, he got for Tonto Mary, he got for go talk to David. But that is so. Then David go get on, Saleh go get on, James go get on, Rama go get on, Mona go get on, then come back, he can't sit down. They don't know what you for do. That's not the other factor which we as people. They're the same thing even with man and woman business. Woman go see money, watch I say, instead of he say, they go begin for, hey, that's not possible. That's what I mean, right? You know the sit down. You understand me? You know this sit down. You understand? Sit down and say, you ask yourself personally, privately, say, and make a come to a decision on your own. We can't do that.
Okay. So in just 1 minute, if I can ask the question again, you think say APC already?
No, if I don't get a high, because we don't talk.
So no way they can settle that.
I tell somebody the other day, 3 days ago, see, for me, for now, I don't care what people see. If Sansumana, former vice president, and Samura, Sidom, they are bold enough. You see, these two people, I would have brought in Pepito, you understand me? Because he's another great fellow. But if Sansumana and Samura, Sidom, Donald Trump, I'll go back to Donald Trump there, I'll give way. When Donald Trump ready for coming to politics, first he talking on Oprah. Yes! He said if you want contest for the presidency, that the Republican Party go. He said go take over the Republican Party. Nobody not go say, fuck up. Now I read something for you, where an expert writes. He said, when a revolutionary vanguard upends an establishment, the establishment rarely recovers. When the revolutionaries take a hammer to the ruling institution, they often crumble like a plastic paper. Relatively few people were willing to fight for the Tsar when Lenin came to town. When Trump took over the Republican establishment in 2016, it turned out there was nobody at home. Madabio did it for SLPP. It crushed KKY the all. Everybody. To a point that he even fool an Eskoroma, because of fully fool an Eskoroma. APC, nobody no day within the APC party Now, we get the boldness for take the executive, for take the grassroots, for take Marabio and crumble them. That is the only way the APC will come to power. And when I say this, I'm not talking about violence. You have to have the boldness. You have to be decisive. You have to have a clarity of purpose. And then you have to look. Say, for example, look by Mahmoud. Fuck off, who are you? Look at them and put them together. Put. Then he wait for Jesus Christ for car.
Okay. Right.
Then he wait for Jesus Christ for car.
Okay. So a very obvious say they need somebody with very outspoken, somebody who will look somebody in face and tell them the truth. And the only person down there where we're able for take up the APC and move them to the level where they want. Okay. So if that be the case, I want for all at this point and say thank you for joining me inside the show this morning. We appreciate your time with me inside the show this morning. And like always, and we look again forward for our best weekend because the discussion and I don't open here better one. And we will see again. Our time we will come and see them and talk about this. For Musa, we stop. Now we will actually take them. Thank you very much. God bless you and please get yourself a very good day.
Thank you very much.
All right. And I'm now wasting Ojoko to my colleague Junior. We joined inside the program this morning. Follow we discuss the different issue. Thank you very much, Shoram. And thanks to you that watch the program. You don't like, you don't share, and you don't comment. You will not subscribe. Please consider for those who are inside the program this morning. Thanks to the producer. We get this kind of wonderful program this morning. And my name is Nasimbe Perry, Freedom Fighter. Until we meet again some other beautiful day. I want to say thank you very much, and God bless we all. I love you all, and bye.
The street them try full in fear.